Hey guys, I'm Mike Gamer back here for another video, guys. Before I start this video real fast, I want to say I am running a double Xbox One and PS4 giveaway. Now the steps to enter is subscribe to the channel and comment on the giveaway video. Do not comment on this video with your PSN and GT. Comment on the giveaway video. Link down below in the description, card right hand corner, and end screen will also have the video. So again, do not comment on this video, comment on the giveaway video. Let's get right into the video. Hey guys, that Mike Gamer back here for another video. Welcome back to an episode of my daily sniping series. Guys, let's get started. Comment coming in today from B. Marsh, New York Giants, who reads, 5 players that will come out of nowhere this season. Make sure to comment down below an idea what we should talk about for the next sniping series video. If I choose your idea, we'll shout you out in the video. So guys, let's get started right away with the Washington Redskins. Now the Redskins have a guy named P. Ryan. They drafted him in the 3rd or 4th round. I'm going to try his first name, but it's not going to go well. Samjay Pirine. That's who I'm talking about, guys. But they drafted him in the 3rd or 4th round. We saw last season that Rob Kelly, although, yes, he did get the starting job in Washington, he was not the guy they want. So, obviously, Chris Thompson is going to be the 3rd down back. I believe they also added another running back who's also in that catching ability. But the fact of the matter is, you know, they're a legitimate runner. They want, for the 1st and 2nd down, they want a beast that's going to be really, really fast. Rob Kelly is not the fast type. He is kind of a guy who is just a big power back that can truck his way down the field. He looks for contact because that's how he looks good. No offense to Rob Kelly, but the reason why he looks so good and he breaks so many tackles is he goes for the tackles. He goes to truck people. He goes to make contact. The guy, I mean, he's a really good running back, but he looks for contact. Like, unlike, you know, what he probably should be doing, which is just take off running and try to get as many yards as possible, he looks to hit you. Kind of like a linebacker. In some way, I feel like Rob Kelly was a linebacker in another life. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. I'm going to call him P-Ryan, okay? P-Ryan pretty much was drafted in the 3rd or 4th round. And if it wasn't for an ankle injury in college, he would probably have been a 1st-round pick. He's fast. Once he can get off, you know, through the ankle injury and get back to where he was in college, he's going to just burst onto the scene. He's going to be able to outrun people. He has that chucking ability. He has the ability that you want in a running back to be great. So, very, very great player. You know, if he can get over the ankle injury, he could definitely be a top 5 player in the NFL. So, again, that's why I did go in the 3rd or 4th round, though, because his ankle injury will, you know, impact him his whole entire career. And with that in mind, that's going to stop him from being as great as he can be because, as you guys know, injuries never truly go away. They go away. They just don't truly go away, meaning they will show up again. You will see them again, and just kind of, you know, they'll be nagging on you your whole entire life. So with that in mind, let's go on the next one. Next guy we have here is going to be Joe Mixon. And pretty much Joe Mixon, although yes, he has had some issues in the past with domestic violence, you know, hitting a random girl that didn't like him, whatever. With that in mind, he will actually, you know, be put in a position that is going to be really, really great for him. Now, he is joining the Cincinnati Bengals, which he was a 2nd-round pick to the Bengals. And, of course, the Bengals, they love these guys that are just, I like to call them problems, where they, you know, they're kind of, they just have issues, okay? You know, like, maybe they have domestic violence issues, or they have anger issues. They have some kind of issues, like Vontaze Burfict, who like to hurt players. They like being on that team, okay? So, the only issue I see with this is going to be that Marvin Lewis is known for not liking to start rookies. He likes a veteran player in there. He doesn't like putting a rookie and putting it all on a rookie. But with that in mind, we are now looking at the Cincinnati Bengals halfbacks. Let's take a look at number 1. Janavi Bernard. Great player, right? Injuries. Yeah. Gets hurt a lot. He's not really in between the tackle guy. He's more of a, kind of like a Chris Thompson catching the ball. He's really good at that, but he gets injured a lot. Okay, so number 2, well, actually, he would be the second guy. The first guy would be Jeremy Hill. Same issue, gets injured a lot. So both of those players getting injured a lot. Now going this season, we might not have Jeremy Hill. We might not have Bernard. And definitely, I kind of see the Cincinnati Bengals as not really gearing toward the future. With these 2 players, I kind of going toward, this could be Joe Mixon's backfield in the upcoming season. Because last year, with those 2 down, we saw Rex Burkhead pretty much become the main halfback for that team. And with that in mind, it's going to be interesting to see what Joe Mixon can do, because if those guys go down again, Joe Mixon's going to get 20 or 30 carries a game. Now, of course, the biggest issue with the Cincinnati Bengals, which for some reason, in all honesty, they did not cover in the offseason, was their line. Their line is trash, and it's not going to help out Joe Mixon at all. And the fact of the matter is, their line got worse. So, good job, Bengals. You literally, the only issue on offense you have is your line, and you got worse at it. Now, with that in mind, also the issue is goal line. When they get to the goal line, the biggest issue when it comes to the Bengals is if Tyler Eifert is in the game, Andy Dalton likes to hit him on the goal line. He likes to throw him the touchdown passes on the goal line, and that's going to be an issue with Joe Mixon, because Joe Mixon, that's going to take away from his touchdown upside ability in not only fantasy football, but also in real life. Next guy we have here is going to be Paul Perkins. Paul Perkins is on the New York Giants. Now, without Rashard Jennings, it will be Paul Perkins' backfield. Now, there are all other guys there, don't get me wrong, so it's not only Paul Perkins there, but Paul Perkins will get the start week 1. Now, with Paul Perkins is in a situation where I call a crapshoot. Now, I call it a crapshoot because of the fact that he has to be in a backfield for a team that doesn't like to run the ball. The Giants obviously bringing in Brandon Marshall, losing Victor Cruz, but also having Odell Beckham. Third slot will be Sterling Shepard, drafting a tight end in the first round. Their line is not the best, and it's definitely an issue with the offensive line, but the issue is they don't like to run the ball that much, and when they don't like to run the ball that much, it doesn't help out a halfback in the backfield who has to be the guy, taking ream of the first, taking the reams at halfback. So with that in mind, it's going to be interesting to see what he does. If he can get it going, though, he will be the best halfback on the team, and he definitely could have a fantastic season being the guy. If they start running the ball more, they want to run the ball a lot more this year, Paul Perkins is going to be the guy that gets all the carries. He's going to be that 20, 30 carry back if they do, in fact, decide to run the ball more. Now, again, he's kind of like a sleeper that could burst out when it comes to actually, being amazing, because of the fact that he's going to be in a great situation. But we saw last year Paul Perkins didn't really take advantage of anything, so I don't know how much he's going to actually do greatness. Now, next guy we have here is going to be Curtis Samuel for the Carolina Panthers. Pretty much the idea of this is right now Calvin Benjamin is way overweight to a point where people are making jokes around camp saying he should be tight end. But yeah, he's way overweight right now. And with that in mind, they just lost Ted Ginn Jr. They don't really have another receiver there that really is producing very well. So Curtis Samuel could be in a spot where if he even has a mediocre to good season, he could be the number 2 receiver there, if not number 1 if something happens to Benjamin. So with that in mind, Curtis Samuel is just in a great spot. And a lot of these players, that's how it's working. Even if I don't 100% think these players have the skill level to break out or do this, that, and a third, they're in a situation, they're in a good scheme, they're in a scheme that fits them, and they're in a situation that could give them so much opportunity to do so much wonders. So with that in mind, we have our last guy here, and that's going to be Joe Williams, running back for the 49ers. Joe Williams Plain and simple, Carlos Hyde has injury issues. Had injury issues his whole entire career. And with that in mind, Joe Williams is his backup. There's been last year we had Sean John that everyone was excited about. You know, Carlos Hyde keeps getting injured. Everyone's, oh, get Sean John. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy that's going to break out and be the next starting running back for the 49ers. So with that in mind, Joe Williams is just the next up. He's the next guy up to maybe break out. And especially if Carlos Hyde goes down with an injury early in the season, Joe Williams will be the next guy up. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like button, subscribe, channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.